So therefore, any attempt by any individual nation to say, right, we're now going to regulate AI in our way, that needs to be done in a way that recognizes there is a huge international component to AI. So given the ability to move around your supply chain in quite a flexible way, you need absolutely to have global regulation of AI at the appropriate level, as well as national regulation and even more localized regulation should you choose to do it. And my worry about global regulation now is there's too many organizations still to this day taking a position on global regulation, and as I always say, the orchestra is not being conducted. And my hope very strongly is that we can arrive at a mechanism whereby all of those bodies and others are suitably represented, but in a global regulator, or sorry, not a global regulator, a global regulatory system that we can all trust to manage the global aspects of AI. And what the first question I always ask about AI is, what is it? Until you have an agreement of what AI is, then it's much more difficult to regulate than carbon emissions.
If we were to agree on a common definition, why is it too difficult
well,
to organize
I suspect that particularly in the context of a trade war, it's difficult. And saying, the country or the company that first achieves an AGI, that is going to have one huge advantage. And I think the dynamics that we see around this are people's or companies' priority, and indeed nations' priorities, not I hope this nation, is to just become the first creator of an AGI, which then dominates everything else. But like you, I would vastly prefer to see people sitting around a table and having that conversation about what is AI and how do we regulate it, than just charging ahead to be the first creator of the AGI.